How do successful people deal with negativity and endure when things get hard? In this edition, I'm going to take a look at how you can train to become a positive thinker. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your instructor, Gerry MacPherson. Are you stuck? Is your competition beating you out? Are you having trouble with your employees? Is your marketing not working the way it should? Do you lack the funds for renovations or even for property upkeep? You're probably like most people thinking that if you had the right breaks, more customers, better weather, you'd be making tons of money. Right? Wrong. 99% of your business success has nothing to do with the externals. It has to do with internals, meaning you. Your business is stuck, plateaued, or broke because of you. Yes, your business is a direct reflection of you and the way you think. Are all successful hospitality property owners or managers using exactly the same marketing tactics, employee training, and business software or design strategy? No. Some do research and know their target market. Others are outdoing their competition, and still others are doing things that are completely different. Everyone's using different strategies to build their business. Don't you think it would be smarter to look at what each of these successful entrepreneurs do have in common? One thing I know for a fact they have in common: their brains are wired for success. They think differently than all those who fail at business. They see the possibilities when others see a problem. They see a lesson when others see failures. And they think, why not, when others say, why bother? Makes sense, right? This is so important because I don't remember seeing in any class in a school or college or university how to rewire your brain for success or how to control your thoughts. Do you? Chances are, if you're just working in a job, you don't need to. But being an entrepreneur is a different story. If you're going to make it at entrepreneurship, you need to be the best and most powerful version of you. It's hard, it's competitive, and nothing is guaranteed in entrepreneurship. One thing I can guarantee is without you mastering your brain and your mindset, you're not going to be as successful as you could be. In the next section, I'm going to spotlight on the way you think, the way you look at problems, and tips you can use to help you refocus. This will not only pertain to the hospitality property industry, but can be taken and used in all aspects of your life. After the break from our sponsor, I will look at how you can endure when things get hard, ways to removing negativity from your life, habits of successful people, and tips to improve your mindset and become a positive thinker. Do you have an independent hospitality property, a hotel, resort, inn, or bed and breakfast, and at times feel overwhelmed with all you have to do? Do you find yourself doing everything from checking guests in, to marketing, to looking for the right people to work for you, to cleaning toilets and everything in between? What happens when things become hectic? Do you feel stressed? Do you find it difficult to plan for the future when your only concern is how to get the rooms ready for the new arrivals? So what can you do? You have to get organized. You have to learn the strategies that'll make you more effective. Wouldn't it be great to learn the techniques the big brand hospitality properties use and to work like you have a full organizational structure supporting you? If the answer is yes, your next question might be, how do I do this? Well, if you can make the time and have the extra funds, many universities and colleges offer hospitality training programs. Or you can learn from those who've gone through all your problems and see how they have streamlined their business. You can do this by becoming a member of the Hospitality Property School Group. The benefits of this group include helping your hospitality property to gain a clear vision, help set up your organizational structure, help set up your brand, help your social media strategy, help create an atmosphere to hire the right employees, help grow your business. The Hospitality Property School Group is designed to share knowledge, tips, and techniques to like-minded hospitality property owners and managers who might not have the benefit of having an entire organization to support them. If you are looking for ways to streamline your business, learn how to set up an organizational strategy, to hire and keep the right employees, and to increase your bookings and profit, then visit KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/membership-site and explore the Hospitality Property Group for an entire week for only $1. We guarantee you'll find tips and techniques that you can begin using right away to help start improving your bookings and profit. But don't just take my word for it. Explore yourself for an entire week for only $1. That's KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/membership-site. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Before the break, I said I was going to spotlight on the way you think, the way you look at problems, and tips to help you refocus. Things happen all the time in the hospitality property industry that make you want to crawl under a rock and hide. What can you do to turn this around? Endurance in tough situations is hard to have sometimes. Things happen in everyday life that make you just want to crawl under a rock and hide. It becomes a challenge to stick your heads back out into the world where they might get bitten off in the process. This is what endurance is all about. The determination to keep going, no matter what the odds, is a trait of many successful people. A strong character is built around endurance. It shows what you're made of when faced with a challenge that you must overcome. Successful people are determined to meet all goals. They keep striving to get there and will fight anyone or anything that gets in their way. They are determined to see a tough task through to completion, and then they will sit back and reap the rewards. Now, refusing to give up doesn't mean you'll never fail. It just means you might have to take a long road around instead of a shortcut. But don't stop believing that you can do what you set out to do. The journey begins with the first step, placing one foot in front of the other, and before long, you'll look back and see all that you have accomplished. It'll be a wonder that you got as far as you did, and you didn't stop when the times got really rough. Visit the show notes to get your own copy of the How Do Successful People Deal with Negativity and Endure When Things Get Hard download. Be a doer and a thinker. What do I mean by that? Well, instead of complaining, look for an achievable solution for your problem. This alone can start you on a road to confidence and self-esteem. For example, if you decide you're unhappy, then you will live your life that way. But if you decide you want to change your mindset, you can start by thinking happier thoughts. Then set your goals for that day, for the week, month, year, 5 years. With the goals you want to achieve set, you'll be on your way. Now, on average, it takes 66 days to change a habit, so challenge yourself to stick to your plans of reaching your goals. Sure, there will be lapses, and it'll take a while to get into a routine, but by starting and then willing yourself back on track, you'll start reaching your goals, which will make you happier. If you continue to live in the past, it will upset your future. The past is gone, and there's nothing that can be done about it now. Now, everyone makes mistakes. You can try to fix the mistakes you made by doing even better in the future. So don't be so hard on yourself when you do. Take them for what they are, as a life lesson. Learn from them and move on. Don't let a mistake ruin the rest of your life. When you have a hard decision to make it. When those hard decisions come along, realize they are there to test your spirit. If you endure and get through those challenges sent your way, it will show others what you can do. It may also place you as an industry leader. That is something you can take pride in. And if you wish, you could take one step further by becoming a mentor to others. Teaching others how to endure through bad situations can be good for you by knowing you are not alone in the world. What happens when you do fail, and how to overcome? It is very obvious that nobody on this earth likes to fail. But the fact remains that everybody has tasted failure at least once in their life. So if everyone faces failure, what is it that successful entrepreneurs do differently than the others? To begin with, it is important to get over any failure as quickly as possible. The longer you dwell, the longer it takes to find a solution. Don't blame others. It is easy to do, but if you want to overcome failure, accept your own mistake. Take the blame and move on. Identify the cause of the failure. What were the causes that led up to the failure? Use the "if I had done this, then that" formula. This is an exercise that could show you ways to overcome possible failures as well as boost your self-confidence. Seek advice from experts or mentors, and when talking to them, be honest and frank. You'd be surprised at how many colleagues, friends, family members, and industry professionals are impressed by the fact that although you have failed, you are striving back again to overcome your failure and transform it into success. And once you have identified these pitfalls, work towards the success. Is this making sense so far? Let me know by leaving a short comment. Negativity is a drain. Another is most people try to avoid negative people as much as possible, or at least reduce their contact with them to an absolute minimum. If you're suffering from an excess of negativity, it can greatly affect your business and possibly lead you into depression and to a downward spiral. How do you remove negativity from your life? Here are some tips that can help. 1. Be grateful. Gratitude is a powerful weapon against negativity. It's the opposite, and once you learn to be grateful, more often you'll find that your negativity struggles to manage your newfound gratitude. The easiest way to start is just say "thank you" more often. Ideally out loud, but at least in your head. And there's lots of things to be thankful for. The clothes you're wearing, the air you breathe, your family, your employees, anything. Start keeping a gratitude journal. And before you go to bed, write down at least 3 things that have happened during that day that you're grateful for. This will help put your mind in the right place to sleep. Number 2, exercise more. Exercise releases endorphins. Endorphins are a brain chemical known as neurotransmitters, which transmit electrical signals within the nervous system. They interact with receptors in the brain to reduce our perception of pain and act similarly to drugs such as morphine. These are a natural, feel-good mechanism that acts faster, better, and safer than any drug, prescription or otherwise, and they are generated for free when you exercise. Exercise doesn't mean you have to go to the gym or pool or even jog. It can be as simple as walking instead of taking your car for short journeys, or parking a little further away from the store entrance. Or you could deliberately go for a walk. 3. Eat healthy. Comfort food is easy to grab and does give you a quick sugar high, but that is soon followed by the negative side of eating food that is not exactly healthy. You could crash. Cut down on excess sugar. Gradually cut down the caffeine. Make slightly healthier choices when you eat. And when in the supermarket, read the labels. If the ingredients look like a chemical equation or make no sense to you, or you wouldn't add them to a recipe when you're cooking at home, maybe you shouldn't put them in your shopping cart. Don't keep high fructose corn syrup or its artificial partner, aspartame, in your kitchen. And don't buy products with them in. 4. Hypnotize yourself. Negativity isn't something you choose to do. It is something your subconscious mind has developed as a protection mechanism for you. Just as you can't tell your fingernails to stop growing, it's not easy to remove negativity or depression at a conscious level. An inexpensive way to start listening to a hypnosis recording can be found on YouTube. For example, hypnosis for clearing subconscious negativity. Rid yourself of negative thoughts. Hypnosis cleansing unwanted feelings and negative thinking. The best hypnosis for removing negativity from your mind. And there are many other options. Find the one that works for you. 5. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Self-doubt is grounded in fear that we make mistakes or do the wrong thing. It is simply the fear of negative things happening. To overcome this, you need to change your thought pattern. We all make mistakes. So don't allow mistakes to make you feel guilty and bad. Rather, let them be your teacher. Remember, you can recover from making a mistake. So do not allow the fear of making one turn you into self-doubt. Know that just because you make mistakes, it doesn't mean you're a failure. 6. Control your feelings. We are all born with the ability to make decisions without influence from outside. Self-doubt forces us to do things by placing outside pressure on us. To overcome it, you need to recognize that doubt is just a thought in your mind and only has the power to stop you from enjoying life if you allow it. In conclusion, overcoming negativity begins with you by doing away with one habit and forming another one. Everyone makes mistakes and has failures, but don't dwell on them. Instead, look at them as learning experiences. By using the steps you have learned to concentrate your efforts towards rectifying or stopping them in the future, it will not take long for you to see how your endeavors will pay off. Do you know about the 6-Day Challenge? We want to challenge you. The 6-Day Challenge is a free video series with many actionable tips and techniques that you can take and use to help improve your property's patronage and profit. Whether you're operating a 1-room bed and breakfast or a 500-room luxury hotel, there's always something new you can learn. Never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. It is important as a hospitality property owner or manager that you never stop learning. So what have you got to lose? Are you up for the challenge? Sign up below to get immediate access to the first video. If you like this video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you're going to employ any of the procedures. You can support this free podcast by leaving us a review and giving a 5-star rating in the Apple Podcast Store or wherever you happen to be listening to it. Every review helps more people find the podcast. If you know someone who might gain from the video, go ahead and share it. Make sure to hit the like button. All feedback is appreciated. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for your attention, and let's continue to work together to put heads in your beds. Until next time, have a fun day. We will see you next time, right here in Hospitality Property School.